welcome to Near Me Condition. If my husband could click that tab.
I
Okay,
got you.
to
I
make
got
sure
you.
that we're on.
We are on. How's everybody doing?
Welcome to Near Me Condition, a
You
channel
said
where
that.
you can be part of a positive, honest community and like claim to some comic book knowledge. This is the Uncanny Omar, whom I'm punching because he's giving me a hard time. And I'm the Astonishing Melanie. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome everybody to your Saturday morning stream or your Sunday evening stream or your nobody's that far ahead in Monday, right? How's everybody doing? We are here sitting
What
on
was
a
the book on the bottom?
beautiful day on News Food Channel in the state of Kentucky. Sunny, beautiful. Book at the bottom
Of the thumbnail.
Book at the one that was open. That's the Techno Priest, the new big artist edition, or the big edition. Sorry, Brandon. How are you?
And Jeff, as I said in the chat, thank you so much. That was really sweet.
Well, look at that, Jeff. Oh, you've already
Thank
commented
you.
in the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
You gotta keep up. I just said.
What's up, Buckmaster B and my buddy James? Telling me that I should get my money back for the box set of Wasted Space. That's an advanced preview copy. It's really cool. I'm one of 5 people that got an early look, and we're looking at it whenever they want me to release the video. I believe it's the 15th through 17th. So I'll be working on that video this weekend. Will AT&T gods be benevolent? I hope so. They better after the last call. Bromar and Chillany. How am I a Bromar? You get the call. What's up, Broy? How are you, dude?
You're a bro. That's
I am a bro.
One.
I once an Omni bro, always an Omni bro. Shut up, Max.
Jose Luis Dark Knight book feels like it was solicited a decade
because
ago.
It was canceled so many times, and it is finally here, and it is finally in my hands. Not right now, but it's here. That's one of the books I may take with me to Japan. So yes, we will be traveling. Loki in the thumbnail. Oh yes, Loki. We can't wait to talk about that. That overview will be coming out on Monday. The book itself comes out Tuesday or Wednesday. But yes, we will be traveling to Japan in a couple of weeks. So you got 2 Saturday streams with us, this one and the next one. And then Maddie and Tina take over for a couple of weeks until we come back. And we're very excited. I'll be honest, I haven't even thought about Japan. I've been thinking about work and how I'm going to be able to move things around, make sure I got things scheduled, make sure I get things that publishers have sent me out on time. And then, of course, a couple of announcements from Marvel Comics that I want to make sure I get those out on time. So very excited to get that out. And then I can finally go into vacation mode if there is such a thing for me. But I guess we'll see. Maybe it'll take me a day or two. Very excited about it, though.
When I was driving back in the neighborhood, there's a minivan, and it said Street Fighter on the back. Well, and then on the side was Ryu and Ken fighting.
That's what's up. And they're not at my house chilling with me.
Like,
that's the even
2
weirdest.
Houses down.
We may have some cool neighbors. And if Sesame Street taught me anything, we should go over and say hi.
Can you read Chris's?
Good morning, Omar and Melanie. I'm about to hand out diplomas at my school's graduation ceremony. I finished rereading Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Hard Traveling Heroes. What pair of heroes would you like to see in a mini? I would like to see more Wolverine and Kate Pryde, Shadow Cat.
Oh, that's a good
love that combo, and I miss them together.
Congratulations, Chris.
Yeah, man. Congratulations to your students that are graduating. And let's see. What about you? Who would you like to see as a
I gotta think about it.
Sailor Moon and Guts.
Yes! I'm sure there are tons of fanfics.
Did you get them? Probably. Always an instigator. What's up? Hey, Omar and Melanie. I came in with an agenda. Okay, was it an extinction agenda? Because that's one of my favorite X-Men crossovers. Stop it. Can you get them to add McKay's Man Without Fear 1 through 5 to the Zdarsky Omnibus? It's the bridge between Soul and Chip, and it isn't in any oversized anywhere. When I tried to add Full Circle, or when you all asked me to add Full Circle, is it Full Circle? Family Business, I'm sorry. Spider-Man to the Zdarsky Omnibus, they said no because it wasn't written by him, even though it sets up a character. I will try. But I honestly, you all have been messaging, commenting, and what I'm going to do is have a big list of what you all want to send over their way. We will come back on Saturday, July 8th, I believe is when we come back from Japan to do the Saturday stream. And what I want to do, it is July 8th, yeah. On July 9th, I'll have a live show I'm going to try to get my buddy Peter to join me to see talk about all these books that I've announced, and then for you all to see if you have editions. And so try to come that day. I'm thinking anywhere from 11 to 1 p.m. or something like that is when I started, depending on how jet lag we are and stuff. So yeah, I am excited for the Michelini Bagley announcement, and so was my wife when she found out about it. So very excited for you all. It's the #1 most requested Spider-Man omnibus, and it's awesome, man. I'm so happy for all you. Y'all have been asking for it, and it was really funny because David was like, "What is this?" This was a couple years ago when he was in our chat, and I was like, "Look, you made this, and then you made the Clone Saga. We need this," and he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, maybe here in a couple of years." And here we are, a couple of years, and they made it. Kirkman has got G.I. Joe and Transformers. Yeah,
Jeff, thank you for the super chat.
I it's hilarious when you're sworn to secrecy, how you can't say anything, and you tell retailers the same thing, and a leak breaks the news. And it's still rumors. Nothing is official yet. I'm sure it's coming at San Diego Comic-Con. That's what most of us have been waiting on. But I still can't say anything yet. And I still can't say about reprints or old stuff yet. Maybe soon when all this gets officially announced. But yes, that is the leak right now through a crossover. Which sucks because it reminds me of the way the Walking Dead final issue was handled. They didn't let retailers know this is the final issue of The Walking Dead. So when retailers ordered it, there were fake solicitations for the future issues, and then it ends, and retailers lost their crap because they were like, if I had known that was the last issue, I would have ordered a lot more. Why didn't they say anything? It feels like that's what they were doing here because retailers were told not to say anything about this crossover between G.I. Joe and Transformers, that they would break the news. But then retailers have the struggle of like, well, how do I know what my customers want? How do I gauge that interest? Like, you can't measure it because you're telling me I can't tell them. So now I have to maybe get, because I think they're hoping that most of these retailers get that 1 in 100 cover, which is going to be super rare. Thank you so much, by the way, my buddy Passur W.
For everyone that's able, show Omni some love with a super chat to thank them for all they do for the channel and to help fund Japan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. That is so sweet.
Funding Japan.
Funding Japan.
Well, Kevin, thank you for the
super sticker. Kevin always gives us the super sticker that we can never show because that's the way StreamYard works for some reason. And my buddy Jeff is in the chat.
Yeah, and Jeff, we got your packages on the floor here for noon to open up. Thank you for the super chat. And in advance for the packages. When do we get the Peter Porker Spider Ham Omni?
They have 2 complete collections, Jeff. One's out of print though, so you need to you need to find those because I don't know if we'll get one. I don't know. Maybe John Mulaney will blow up and then people will be after Peter Porker stuff. Who knows? What's up? King Sport Cal. And let's see here. Big Hi. What's up, Big Stu?
Do you think Batman Beyond will ever get a collected edition? Any run just want something beyond the trade? Any run just want something beyond the trade?
I will say this much, that when you all kept asking me about, do you think we'll ever get a Batman animated series, big collections, like fat collections, I never thought we'd get an omnibus. So, there's always a chance. There's always a chance.
It was an ad for the leak about
yeah. So they kind of broke the news themselves, even though Hasbro wanted to. Anyway, never mind. I'll keep quiet. It's just interesting how things happen sometimes. I think I saw Larry Hammond's writing more G.I. Joe. That is correct. Larry and I had a really good conversation about the future of G.I. Joe comics, and not like, so he's for those that don't know, Larry Hama's still writing Real American Heroes as a continuation of the Marvel Comics universe, which is really cool. A lot of us really enjoyed it. So yeah, he is continuing it, writing it for the new publisher. Very, very cool. We have a super sticker.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Tex.
For Mr. Tex, we can't King Sport Cal saying we didn't choose to go to Japan. Omar did, so he can pay for it. That is true. And I wish I could take you with me, King Sport Cal. And then we could talk about comics on the way there. Because I have a feeling that I'm gonna be stuck between people that don't want to talk about comics, except my daughter.
Thank you so much, guys.
I thank you for the super
Piscean
sticker.
Paul. I'm going to pronounce it Piscean Paul.
Dude, that game was so hard. Well, no, wait, that's not the first one. X-Men Children of the Atom was one of the hardest freaking games on the Sega Saturn. It was an arcade port. Somebody was asking. Yes, there we go, James. Thank you so
Mr.
much.
Tech said, super sticker said, spoiler alert for the Kirkman.
For the Kirkman news.
Gotcha. Now, which one?
The James was asking about the crossover. Yes, For the Love of Comics is still joining me tomorrow. Very excited. It's going to be a live show at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're just going to talk about graphic novels. I kind of thought we'd do something like what how graphic novels have changed over years and stuff. Yes, it is. So I am very excited to talk to him. He's one of my. I don't watch YouTubers. I haven't watched YouTubers in a long time, but when somebody told me about his channel, I caught a couple of his older episodes, and dude is so well informed and super smart, and I'm very excited to talk to him. Maybe John Mulaney will blow up. Yes, his career so far has been very well. Remember, he went through some trouble though. John Mulaney talks about that in his latest stand-up. You know, going through some having to go to rehab and stuff. So there was a time where that's why we didn't get Peter Porker and the voice. Much of that. Without spoilers, how do I say it? It's like he was unavailable. He wasn't Nick Cage, like, no, thank you, I'm Nicolas Cage. But he was like, yes, I'm getting help now. I don't know if I can do that.
Thank you for the super chat. Any word on Doctor Strange Master of the Mystic Arts Omnis to fit between the two complete series, and hopefully more Defenders after Omni Volume 2?
I'm hoping for more Defenders as well. Nothing on Doctor Strange. I do have one more announcement to make, and then I'll get to the reprints if I can get those out on time, and I'll not just for Omnis but Epics as well. And then that will be it for now until the next round, which is always fun, right? You take a break, because it's always funny to me when I see comments like, oh man, there's so many books coming out, and then a month goes by and there are no announcements, and people start wondering, where are the next rounds, man? It feels like we're never going to get a book. So it's really cool to see people have a want, and then whenever, that's why I try to space out the videos, but I also have to, respect what Marvel's schedule needs to be. So I have to work with them on when to release
just really
them.
Quick, Ryan, thank you for your service, and I'm so glad that comics helped.
Oh, yes. Thank you for that. And I'm glad that comics, in a way, kind of brought you back home, if you will. Keep your mind out of things. I have a buddy of mine, Tony. Oh my gosh, he's been overseas a few times. That's where he met his wife. They were both in the Marines, and he would take comics with him. So that's kind of, and I remember I sent him a stack of stuff one time when he was stationed over. Where was he? He was in Iraq that year, and I sent him like a stack of comics. Y'all got any more of them on me? That's what it is, man. Which is cool, because I also like making announcements like those too. What are your opinions on the growth of AI and comics being made by AI in the future?
That's a good question.
To quote Mr. Horse from Ren and Stimpy.
No, sir.
No,
I
sir.
don't like it.
I didn't like it. I'm not a fan of AI. Like, it's scary how comfortable we're becoming slowly with AI. And this is a completely different topic, and I'm not going to talk about because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. It's just like, it's scary how comfortable as humanity we are with AI taking over things, becoming automated. And it's really interesting to see, like, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 20 years ago, people in factories and people that were doing manual labor were being replaced by robots, right? Like, we're being replaced by automatic, like, lines at the assembly line or wherever they worked. Nowadays, it seems like people in the corporate world are being replaced by things they help to create, which is insane. And that's how I feel about it. I don't like it. Nah, man, it ain't for me. Yeah, I should have worn my cowboy hat. No, sir. I didn't like it.
Scooch over
Wally's right, dude. Again, not a conspiracy theorist, but I've made that same comment, man. I'm like, it ain't like, imagine in 10 years' time if we keep going the route we're going. Now I ain't here to preach about AI, but I'm just saying, it's just the things you see. Heard AI was used to create the new Spider-Verse movie, which would be great. You know what? I'm not surprised if AI created some of these scripts of movies I've seen recently, though. Spider-Man 2 at number 7. Really enjoyed the rankings. Thank you so much. I'm just one of those.
Thank you, Nico, for the super chat.
I'm just one of those dudes that I'm not the biggest fan of Spider-Man 2. I respect it, what it did, and I think
Dude, I got the first one memorized.
I'm a bigger fan of the first one. I'm a bigger fan of
That's
the first
nostalgia right there. Even though I
That-
don't like Tobey Maguire or Kirsten Dunst.
Amanda and I ranked our Spider-Man
But
movies
Willem Dafoe
on Wednesday.
He can carry the movie.
Skynet's coming. Saw Rob Liefeld making money on Whatnot last night. His new Deadpool series has awesome art. Yeah. I declined an offer from Whatnot because I don't sell things on here. I tell you what, if it ever gets hard up here at Near Mint Condition, you'll be seeing me on Whatnot selling Omnis and comics, and then of course taking sponsors from what is it, ChatGPT and stuff like that. No, because they wanted me to do things that I didn't feel comfortable with. Like they wanted me to do commercials, and I'm like, yeah, but my face is in a commercial. Like, I'm like, I tell people about books. I don't say, hey, you need a bid on this right now. That feels really weird and out of character. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And they wanted me to do it like 2 times a month, 3 times a month. And I'm like, no. So in the end, I said, it's okay. We'll see what happens. We'll ride out the YouTube game and see what happens.
Thank you so much for the super sticker. But if there was
a way we could show
these. No, if there's something, if you had something to say or a question, I'll
yes.
keep a lookout for it.
Levi Jeans, boy, they ever call me Levi Jeans and be like, they call me back. That's when times get hard if I'm buttoning my fly in the middle of an episode.
Oh my gosh, yes. I forgot about that.
NMC fire sale on Whatnot. That's what we do, man. It's what we do.
Good morning, Craig.
Dude, I already got people thinking that I sold out to Marvel or people that send me books and stuff. So, oh my gosh, the minute I'm on Whatnot, there goes any. Never mind. I'll keep quiet. I wasn't a fan of the foe doing the split. I love that dude. To me, Osborn's just an evil dude and always has been. But he was, dude, in No Way Home, right? I think that's the Norman that we finally got. We finally got that Green Goblin. Oh, man, that was so dark awesome. And so good. David Gabriel's favorite heroes are Fantastic Four and the
and Howard the Duck
and the oh my gosh, he's gonna kill me. It's the Invaders version of the DC version of the Invaders, All-Star Squadron. And he worked on Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 6. 2 to 3 years in between Omnis is what we're getting. So I'm assuming it'll be another year or so before we get anything or any news about it.
Thoughts on the new Loki Omni? I love it. I'll help with the review. I think it's helpful to me to read because it's a collection of miniseries, right? So don't feel overwhelmed with.
There's an ongoing series with Agent of Asgard. That's an ongoing. It's big,
but it's got. It is described as a collection of miniseries, Omar.
I don't care who wrote the thing in the back. I'm telling you that it's a long series and there's a miniseries around it. Yes, that's correct.
All right. Well, those are the thoughts.
Those are my thoughts.
Regardless, it starts with I don't remember what it is. Probably
Original Sin?
Loki. No, it doesn't start with that. And it's all the old school, as in like the original mythology stories. I love those so much. I can see you doing commercials, is what Jeff
You have
says.
a face for radio. Thank you, Jeff. You're so full of compliments today.
Well, thank you for the super chat.
That joke never gets old, Jeff. I appreciate that.
Let's see. Have I missed any? Doesn't
Spider-Man
look
2 at number 7. I'll never live that down. I'm so sorry.
Jay said, awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Wait, is the Fail Fury movie called Warriors?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's not
the movie is called Warriors. Warriors come out to play with the bottles. You don't know the Warriors
with the bottles, like they're coming out of bottles.
Oh my gosh! No, the Warriors is like it's literally a comic book come to life. It's one of the earliest. Like, hey, they took like graphic novels and
what about the bottles?
That's how he gets them to come out. They start. He puts bottles in his fingers and he's trying to get. They're gangs. Anybody?
Bottles on their fingers. I cannot understand this. No, it's Fail Fury. The video game. Now we got
It's from King of Fighters. Terry wears the hat, Fatal Fury in King of Fighters. He wears King of Fighters hat.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, I can't even get that right.
My wife ain't the biggest movie fan, but that's okay. She's still cute and she's smart.
Oh, well, thanks. Come out to play.
You know that line though, right?
No.
Okay, well, maybe one day we'll have to watch it. Amazing Spider-Man 5 was released in 2021, so with 3 years, 6 should be late 2024. Here's hoping. But used to be 5 years. What will be an Uncanny X-Men Volume 6? That is the biggest question. I thought about doing a video about what will be covered and what will be double dipping in all these upcoming Omnis, because Volume 5 really changed the game for a lot of us. So we will did they make a Queen of Fighters? Because I'd be all over that. So yeah, I'll probably make a separate video,
Didn't
buddy.
They?
There was a ladies fighter on the I had the Neo Geo Pocket.
Yeah, that's
it was called Gal Fighters.
Gal Fighters.
They should have called Queen of Fighters.
Yeah.
First, Omar hates Spider-Man 2. Now Melanie doesn't know Warriors. What the hell am I doing here? Hey, I didn't say I didn't like it. All right.
With X-Men Omni Volume 5, we have everything from the beginning to where without skipping.
All the way. Well, depends on your definition of everything. But you have everything quote unquote until Age of Apocalypse. Non-stop Uncanny X-Men. Non-stop. Seriously. Buggy's dude, how are you? How have you been?
Yeah,
man?
hi Buggy Des.
I haven't seen you for a minute, especially on a live stream. I'm glad to see you here. X-Men and Micronauts should be in Volume 6. That is the big questions right now. It's like, how can they can they reprint Micronauts and ROM outside of ROM and Micronauts? As of right now, I don't have the answer to that. All I know is what is coming out. That, because it's both a Marvel and a Hasbro thing, so very cool.
Any thoughts on the upcoming Bird of Prey series?
I'm excited. Oh, dude, Kelly Thompson, you all know I've loved everything she's written with the exception of West Coast Avengers, and I know people love West Coast Avengers or Avengers West Coast. Sorry, I just wasn't a fan. I did not. I thought it was too hokey, but I love their Captain Marvel. I love Black Widow series is up there with Mark Waid's run. So I'm excited. Saw the artwork. Plus, we got Big Barda on the team, which Gail Simone used Big Barda too. Harley, I mean, if fans are involved, how are you not going to have Harley and Birds of Prey? They're going to freaking riot if they don't use her. So I'm excited. Gal Fighters. Wasn't that how Donnie Baker from Walmart got I love that story. Could you share a list of the best graphic novels for beginners?
That's a good question. And
I thought I did one on my channel. Did we did one for kids, and I've done my favorite and top 10.
Here, I'll just search.
I will. If I haven't, I'll make one because there is one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've got one in my head. I need to do a top. I'll do a top 10, and I have to think about what's best for beginners that's in stock too, because sometimes books go out of print.
Oh, I can't search on my phone on the channel specifically. There are a lot of videos about best something for beginners.
Yeah, I actually have a playlist for beginners if you want to check that out.
There you go. I was
like where to start reading, where to best start reading Batman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, things like that.
When you have hundreds and hundreds of videos, it is hard to keep up.
Is Uncanny Volume 6 responded or redundant maybe because of the Mutant Massacre Omnibus? Sure. But keep in mind, like what we learned from the announcement of Volume 5 is that they're going to have letter pages. They're going to have, if you look at the Marvel Masterworks, that's usually the way they're going to map these things out. So it will be pure Chris Claremont X-Men. It won't have X-Factor issues in there. It won't have New Mutants issues. Maybe New Mutants will make. No, I can't see New Mutants being in that omnibus. It wasn't that important of an issue. It's not until you get to Inferno that it's X-Factor and maybe New Mutants. So it really depends on how they map the Marvel Masterworks of X-Men Inferno.
There are 2,800 videos. That's why we can't remember.
That's a lot of videos. I've done a lot of videos. I've done a lot of videos.
Oh, there we go. There's James. Thank you.
There we go.
Comics Graphic Novel Beginner's Guide playlist.
That's
Woo!
the playlist. Thank you,
There
James.
you go.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
James.
Do I own any CGC books? Like 4, maybe. And they're just ones that fans have sent my way. Been well, thanks. Have not been on a live show in too long, brother. Hope you guys are well. We're doing well, man. And hope you're doing well, brother. I'm glad that things are going good. Good morning, Omar, Melanie. Glad to hang out with comic people without leaving the house. Yes, that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Where should I start with Marvel Comics?
Cosmic.
I'm sorry, Marvel Cosmic. I'm a relatively new reader.
Being a new reader, I strongly suggest getting into the Marvel Modern or Cosmic Modern Cosmic Saga, which starts with Annihilation. Goes into Annihilation Conquest, and then you get the prelude to War of the Kings, and the aftermath. If you just want to stick to one thing, though, the Guardians of the Galaxy by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, remember those two names? Even at DC, because they wrote some really good issues of Legion of Superheroes. But their Guardians of the Galaxy and Nova, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good.
What's your favorite Star Wars comic? Darth Vader, right?
Close.
Oh.
I still have it. Dark Empire.
Oh, okay.
The Dark Empire trilogy, which will be available in omnibus format from Marvel Comics. This is just standard size from Dark Horse, but will be available in omnibus format later this year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Love it. It's what we to a lot of us that saw the sequel movies, it's kind of where we were hoping they would go. Luke's kind of tapping into the dark side. Han and Leia's kids are trying to become Jedi Knights. There's a whole new evil characters out there. Oh, it's so good. I loved it. Have you considered doing a video on top 10 graphic novels for longtime readers looking to get back into comics? No, but write that down. Write that down.
I'll take a picture.
What a good idea.
With my phone. Not a screenshot.
When is Japan? We leave for Japan. We'll be gone June 19th through July 8th. We'll be back, or 7th, but we'll be back on the channel on July 8th. Very excited.
Thank you, Scary Channel.
Question for you guys. Do you think we'll ever get a Spider-Girl 2 Omni?
It's Ben's question.
What's up, Ben? Oh, that's another buddy of mine. Luke Jeff is here. Doctor Who. Who I think so, man. She's a really popular character, and I think people are big into the Spider-Verse now because, of a certain movie. So I think so.
Kingsport Cal, you're about to get a finger lifted
up
to you.
This is the morning stream. You can't curse that man. She's about to use her teacher voice on you.
I ain't got a pin nowhere on this here table. Oh my gosh, that was like on purpose, but that was really country.
Look at Roy's bait.
Oh, there's Jeff. What? Roy's bait. What?
Yeah, that's bait right there.
Oh, okay.
Read that.
Is the Daredevil buying a Cinti announcement on Sunday or Tuesday? I forgot.
See that down there? That's bait. I ain't answering that question. I don't know what he's talking about.
There were a couple of other manga questions earlier, and I forgot to hit those. But what's your favorite manga series? Berserk. Look, Sailor Moon apparently to you. Look, of all the I'm not wearing it. He's wearing it.
Sailor Uranus.
I was like, her face is too big. I don't want that shirt.
Best. Sailor Uranus is the best scout.
I actually like the anime better, or Sailor Moon anime better than the manga. But yeah, Berserk, Meisani Koku.
You answering for me?
Yes. Those are both of our favorites.
Now, I was gonna say, I'm gonna sound like every other YouTuber out there by saying Berserk, but I've been digging Berserk since 1998. All right, so let's just get that out there. Long before there was even YouTube, and people telling me what to buy or what to read.
Man, you know when you go into Hot Topic was where he got that, and you were like,
"Why are you?"
I liked it because Lydia wanted to go in, and it was like,
"You're full of like
nostalgia." This is it.
What are you saying?
I don't know. It's a little.
You need some caffeine or something.
It's a little bit of gatekeeping. Oh no.
Yeah, you need to stop gatekeeping
it's
right
pride.
now.
It's pride. Like, I love this more than you all. You don't love it as
what
much as me.
Oh, Berserk over One Piece all day, every day. All day, every day.
No, One Piece is really, really
and
good.
It is. One Piece is my... I actually I did a
I'm
video.
just-
I did a video on my top 20 favorite manga. If you want to go and check that out.
Was it volume 1 of One Piece? Volume 2 of One Piece?
No. Series.
All
My
right,
favorite
it's
manga
70
series.
something. Anyway, at least I am recognizing the fact that I need to chill when I'm like, you don't love them as much as I do. Oh, they might be Giants concerts. I see these youngins and I'm
What
like,
are
you don't even love them as much as I do.
This channel is about positivity and honesty, and my wife right now is being a little too honest. Nobody needs to know that you gatekeep a dumb concert.
Right. It's not cool. Like, why?
Okay, so
why am I even
if you're not
that?
familiar with Hot Topic, by the way, it's a store here. I assume it's overseas too, but in the United States that like sells nostalgia. But what's really interesting is that nostalgia changes every 7 years or so. So what was nostalgic when I was shopping there as a teenager was things from the 80s. Now I go in there.
It's like,
well, now I go in there and I'm like, what's nostalgia? Is like things I don't even recognize, man. I'm like,
they got a lot of cool bands.
what the heck is this anime? Or what's this cartoon? And it's all nostalgia. And now I feel super old walking in there.
Right? Yeah. Let's see. Jeff, thank you so much.
Visitors, gotta go. Catch you on the flip side. Thank you so much, brother, for being here.
You gotta go.
I hope the visitors are good visitors.
And
it's good to have you on for a bit. There was another super sticker from Gary.
And Gary, thank you so much for the super sticker. If you had anything to say with it, I'll keep an eye out for it. Man, you come right out of the comic book.
By the way, I am making an announcement of 2 gallery editions today. Today on the live stream here in a little bit, okay? I forgot to mention that. I used to shop at Spencer's and Hot Topic. I think eventually Hot Topic bought out Spencer's. Yeah. Do they sell Winx Club t-shirts? Yeah, for bar.
If it was totally
I don't even know what Winx Club is.
Hey, people in the chat, answer if anyone's going to that convention in Charlotte next week.
And what's that convention called?
Is it Heroes Con?
That is Heroes Con.
Okay, it's Heroes Con.
And
I can't remember where.
And if you haven't gone, you all need to go. It's like one of the really, if you live in America and have the means.
Creator centered.
Yeah, there's no actors or actresses. It's all about comics. It's so good. Keep up the great work, Omar. Your opinion is the most important decision I have in buying omnibuses and graphic novels. Thank you for having the best comics channel on YouTube. All of YouTube. Dude, thank you so much. Christopher loves the Mets.
I remember I used to feel that way about Night Before Christmas as well, going back to my tangent. And now I don't feel
Can we focus on the compliment about me for like 2 seconds?
I fell in love with Jack Skellington in 6th grade.
All right, thank you, Christopher. I really appreciate it. My wife is, I don't know what the heck she's going on about. Hi,
I don't have coffee. I guess that's why.
Hi, I hope you're doing well. I'm certainly doing well. My birthday was on Thursday. It was enjoyable, and I look forward to my pool party today. Take care. No matter what happens, you were great. Joey, happy birthday to you, and a big happy birthday as well to my buddy Ryan. Ryan's big birthday is today. Today's the 10th. His actual birthday is today. So if he's watching, I don't know why he's watching. He's not out partying or having a hangover today. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you for the super chat. Omar's number 1. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. That really
her hair.
If ever I feel like, oh man, I'm so tired. I don't feel like doing this. All I gotta do is just look at the comment section sometimes.
Psychos. Hey, Kenneth. Good morning. Psychos. Dude, I worked there for a month and a half. I hated giving people those flyers about sales because if I was on the other end receiving it, I'm like, oh,
Melonie's a corporate sellout. She would not let me use her discount.
Nope. We weren't dating. We were just friends.
She would not hook me up with a discount. She is so corporate.
Today I would, baby. I wouldn't care. But back in the day,
oh man,
in college, I followed the rules.
Follow the rules.
And you were upset.
I can't believe we dated. I shouldn't have done that. Hit send before I message.
You could trust me though. I was honest. Had real difficulties choosing between the 3 Zdarsky Spectacular Spider-Man covers. Is this the best choice any Omni has ever had, in your opinion? On the covers?
That's hard. I've liked a lot of Omni cover choices. That's one of the best ones, especially when Chip got to do his own design. By the way, I don't know if you saw, but he commented on our video about the announcement of Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky Volume 1, and somebody asked if he's going to do one, and he said no. Not this time. You know, Chip is pretty busy, but he is helping design the cover, the
He's
standard
busy.
edition cover. That's one of my favorite three. I'm trying to think of another one that I was like, oh gosh, this is so hard. What was it? It's one of the best ones, though, where all three covers are solid. Co's before, bro, right? What rules Spider-Punk taught me to never bow to the establishment. Immortal MC. The Norman Rockwell cover is
You gotta
awesome.
put a ring on it to get the discount. Oh man. Okay, there are some really great questions in the chat.
Okay, you need some more. You need this more than I do.
I'm waiting to drink it while I run around creation for 2 hours in my car. Anywho, there's some really
Are
great
you okay, baby?
questions. I don't know.
What was in that?
Just to let you know, like when Omar's talking, answering things, I like to show comments that don't require a response, just to share the love, and people watching can see it highlighted on the screen. However, like I said, these are some really great questions. So let's see. Jacob's asking, do you ever think we'll get a classic cable?
Yeah, I think so.
What about an Omni?
Yeah, we got X-Force. That stuff has been mapped out already. We've got X-Force, and those need to be reprinted. But I say before we get cable, we get some reprints.
And what about the best way to read Ultimate X-Men and Fantastic Four alongside the Ultimate Spider Omnis? What's the best way? I need an Ultimate Fantastic Four Omni announcement ASAP.
Well, there is no omnibus, but there are trades and oversized hardcovers. Please don't, baby. That could get loud. I don't know how that mic is set up. Probably oversized hardcovers if you like it in oversized format. I'm sure we're gonna get an omnibus one day. I mean, it seems to be we're getting Ultimates by Hickman. We're getting reprints of the Ultimates. We're getting Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men. I mean, it's just it will come.
Share Bear 421 is asking about, will there be a surge of anime and manga videos? we're doing in Japan.
I hope so. As for tax write-off purposes. I got to make some videos while
I'm excited about nature and the temples and oh, it's so magical.
I'm excited to give my brain a rest because my brain is 24/7 thinking about this channel, which I love. But to take a break would be nice. And my buddy Ben keeps mentioning this, and I think this is really important. Okay, Peter David is
okay, there you go.
Sorry to keep mentioning Peter David. He's a legend. I just got my Spider-Man 2099 omnibus. Hope all fans keep him in our prayers. He's a great guy. I met him 4 times and a legend. So Peter David right now, well, it goes back and forth. He leaves the hospital and then something happens. And I think he had another episode. I don't know if it was a stroke or a heart attack about a week ago that put him back in the hospital. So he's not doing well. And a couple of things I want to get out off my chest whenever I see this. It sucks because he was work for hire. It's a contractor. And whenever you're work for hire in this country, because not everybody that's watching this right now lives in America, you don't get benefits. There are no health insurance benefits, and we need health insurance in here, to help pay for these bills. So when something like this happens, a heart attack, you're talking, I mean, if they have to do bypass surgery or anything, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, I've seen comments like Marvel needs to step up, and they have. If you talk to his wife, they've been good.
So King Sport Cow,
the
answer is yes.
But that's not the problem. The problem is that this happens a lot, and a lot of it has to do with healthcare. And because there is no system right now in this country where we have healthcare, if we're not contractors, right? It sucks. So that's why we have to have things like the Hero Initiative to help out those creators. The same thing happens to a lot of old creators that end up they can't even retire. That's why you see a lot of old creators still go to conventions to sell anything, like to sell scripts, to sell artwork to the day that they're dead. And it sucks. Because they're work for hire. It's just the way that this is. I That's why here. That's why it's very important too. Whenever you see things like such and such collection by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez or such and such collection by Peter David, somebody's name on there gives them a little bit more of a kick. And I know it's ridiculous, but it's a more of a kick for their, to pay for freaking hospital stays now. So Hulk by Peter David was a little bit better than Hulk Volume 20, things like that. So anyway, that's just my small take on it. It sucks. It really sucks to see creators hurting like that. And you all know I love helping out and doing auctions too and bringing it to people's attention. And it's just the fact that we have to, not so they can live nice, but because they have to pay hospital bills. Like Rachel, we did an auction for Rachel Pollack, who passed away a couple of months ago, and we raised a lot of money, but it was all for cancer treatment. Sucks.
Oh, Asif, I'm so sorry to hear about living with a chronic medical condition.
Yeah, man.
And Adam's saying he hasn't missed a month of anything, which is crazy.
He's still writing. He has to, which sucks. Like, yeah. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents, and so we'll be helping him out too, and I'm sure we'll do something. Even when you have insurance, you're screwed. If you're watching this outside the U.S., you probably have better health care, and even with insurance, I remember. Look, my dad, and I take this personal because my dad had a heart attack in between jobs. My mom and dad can never catch up on bills. There's a reason why we grew up poor. My dad had a heart attack in between jobs here in America. He had to have bypass surgery. His bill in 1988 was $125,000. I don't know what that would be today, out of pocket.
Yeah.
So he was borrowing from one lender to pay off another lender. We did that for 20 years because 30 years. I'm sorry. My dad refused to get bankruptcy. He's like, I don't need any help. We got this. My dad had 2 jobs. My mom had 2 jobs. And none of it was so we can go on vacation. None of it was so we can live well. All of it was to help pay bills off. So a lot of this hits close to home for me, and it sucks. Like, the whole healthcare thing. So, and I worked in healthcare, so I remember what things were like over there. How things are money. Everything is seen as money, and it's horrible.
I figured out how to pin the GoFundMe for Peter David.
Oh, okay.
So it's at the top, pinned.
Thank you, my love.
Is Wolverine Japan's Most Wanted worth the buy? I think it'll be collected in an omnibus.
It'll be collected in an omnibus, but sometime later.
Let's see. Flying Puppet Comics says Omar just read Daredevil by Miller. It was awesome. Now currently reading Uncanny, not Ultimate X-Men, right? Volume 1 is sheesh. It's a page turner. Just wanted to say thanks for getting me into comics.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it, brother. Keep enjoying those stories.
Man, Fables. I'm rereading it this summer, and I'm reading like a volume a day. Oh, it's such a page turner as well. Man, I love Fables.
There's my buddy Kristen. Reed is a type 1 diabetic. I see daily how screwed our system is here in the U.S. Universal healthcare should not be a partisan issue. We should all want this. And we all, and Kristen, we all got stories to share like this. Dude, I talked to I have some European one-on-ones, and I was telling them about my dad's diabetic insulin, and they're like, yeah, we don't pay for insulin here. And insulin here is like monopolized in America with how much it is and stuff. So it sucks. I feel for you, Henry. That sucks, man. I grew up so poor, we drank Flavor Aid. Dude, we just drank sugar water. My mom would mix in half a pack of the Coke Flavor Aid, not even Kool-Aid, because it was cheaper. And she'd add more sugar to it, kind of water it down. I remember those days. Omar, Red Hood question for you. Talk to me, brother. You said the deluxe edition wasn't going to have. It did. They added it. But it is 544 pages, whereas the thick is 384 pages. What do you think will fill in? I just saw it's not in, is it in the catalog, I think, or in the solicit? I did see somewhere that they did add Lost Days. So they did add that miniseries.
Mr. Tex just ordered Hulk by Peter David, Volume 5. That's awesome.
I truly believe health is a right, not a privilege. And I'm with you, man. Like, for profit, healthcare insurance makes money by making sure you don't get the treatment you need. I'm going to say one more thing about this, and then we'll go back to comics. There is a reason when you go to a big city, there's a reason why the biggest buildings in those cities are always health insurance buildings. In America, when you go to big cities, the biggest buildings you'll see are owned by health insurance companies.
Let's see. R0 read the Daredevil Frank Miller Omni.
Now you want the
and would
companion.
read the companion. Is that getting a reprint?
R0, how are you, buddy? I didn't even recognize. The companion was voted in our top 20, so I'm sure it will come.
Congratulations, Omnibus!
You're
Spider-Man
crazy.
Beyond Omni arrived.
You're crazy.
More oversized Ben Riley.
Boy, you know what? Actually, the run started off fun. I dug it, and then it got weird and dark, and I'm like, oh, that's where they're going with this. I was reading them in trade.
What's your favorite Green Lantern book with the best artwork? Wait. The person that you met at Lexington Con?
Oh, boy. That's Green Arrow, my love.
Oh, well, at least it's got the word green in it.
That's Mike Grell's Green Arrow.
Okay, there you go.
Man, 100%. It will always probably be because I read it at the right time. And that's Green Lantern Rebirth. Jeff Johns wrote it and Ethan Van Sciver drew it. It's got my favorite moment in any, like, top 10 favorite moment when the Parallax is beating him down and he's like, why don't you just give up? And Hal just smiles and says, I never learned how. Oh, that still hits. Daredevil Companion, better than Daredevil Omnibus. That's awesome, man.
Are you going to do a Wonder Woman Historia overview? It looks
Yes.
intriguing, but I'm not sure what it's really about.
So I have so many books coming in. I may have to stick it in my haul depending on how much time I have, because I also had Humanoids that sent me some books, and then I have another package, and I want to, the publishers that send me things, I have to make sure I get those out, because I'm not one of those people that just, oh, here's a bunch of free books. I'll just stack it somewhere. Because, you know, they're kind enough to send me books, so I have to get those videos out first. Historia, I'll try to squeeze in there, I promise. Sinestro Corps solid. I love the ending of the Sinestro Corps too. That's so good. I mean, that whole run when Ivan Reyes took over the book too, and it just became so good. Taking you all the way to the Blackest Night.
Ryan has a good question. Is there a comic run that each of you wish you could read again for the first time? I got horrible memory, so it's like the first time every time. I remember important things in Fables, but not how they got there. So Fables, it's like the first time. But if
I would say Berserk. If I could read Berserk for the first time again and get frustrated, like it get frustrated because I'm like, this isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. And then get to the part and I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever read in my life.
You're welcome, a roguish type. Did you see that there's going to be a new line of Ultimate Universe comics after Ultimate Invasion?
Yeah. So when people were asking me if I could ask to add Ultimate Invasion, it's not like I hadn't already asked. I think they have plans. I'm sorry. Let me finish that statement. If I could ask for Marvel to add Ultimate Invasion to the Ultimate Omnibus by Hickman, it was no, they already have plans to do a gallery edition, and also they may have plans for the future for that stuff. So who knows? It could be like the Hoxpox stuff, right? Hoxpox kicking off.
So gross, Hoxpox.
Sounds like a disease.
Yeah. With Uncanny X-Men only 5 on its way, does this mean that the entirety of Chris Claremont's initial 16-year run has now been collected in Omnibus? Look at you, look at Omnibus.
In between oversized hardcovers and Omnibus. Well, you use him properly, yeah.
Yeah.
What a good question.
In the
if you
chat,
could read,
what do you guys what would you read for the first time?
That is
Spawn,
a really good question, because I would start with Berserk, but honestly, Uncanny X-Men, all 17 years of Claremont, if I could wipe them, or Flash by Jeff Johns, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns.
Oh, that was good.
Like Fables, I would say Fables, but I remember so much of Fables that it makes me mad where it went.
Yeah, it was fun when we were eating, and I was just like, remember this story? I was just telling you everything I just read. Let's see. We need an Ultimate Comics reading order.
Do we?
Omar.
Oh, y'all know I wasn't the biggest fan of the Ultimate Universe, right? Like, I can do one, but it ain't gonna be that much love like I put it in my X-Men reading orders. It's gonna be like, all right, so here's Ultimate Spider-Man. I guess he's all right. Here's Ultimate Fantastic Four. They okay. And Ultimate X-Men. Don't even get me started on the Kirkman stuff. What the heck? Cable? Really? Anyway.
Do you know if there's going to be a Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, and a Spider-Woman Jessica Drew Omni?
No, I haven't seen either of those. Keep in mind, I'm also a liar because I have to be. Not that those are coming. It's just that I can't answer because I signed an NDA. Like, even if I could, even if I knew something was coming, I can hint around some things. So there will be one more announcement until the next batch on Tuesday. And it's a twofer.
It's only the Ultimates and Spider-Man stuff for the reading order.
Well, no, you got Ultimate X-Men, right? Ultimate X-Men.
And Rodimus Prime Rib is thanking you for the Krakoa era reading order, right? Whoo!
Yeah,
I helped him put the books up, and they kept falling.
Oh my gosh! And then I did that on a Sunday night at around. I started it at about 11 o'clock, and I went to bed at about 1:30 after filming. I did so much filming.
Here, actually, hey, Steve, before I get to yours, Steven's asking, like, how long does it take for the reading orders? How do you know which is the best?
Sometimes I go back and reread a lot of things to make sure I've got the right mapping in my head. So it takes a long time. That's why Transformers took a long time. And I'll do Transformers Part 3 to wrap it up when we get back from Japan. Spider-Man Omnibus by Eric Larson. You want the reprint. That was voted in our top 20, so I'm sure it will come one day.
Best image title out of these three: Invincible, Saga, or East of West? Saga only started Invincible, and it really wasn't for me. We did for our book club, which is the $7.77 tier on Patreon that we meet monthly, except this month, because in a couple weeks. Where is it? There we go. That's why. Boom. What about you?
It's hard because Saga's not over. Because what if Saga ends like,
oh, I don't care,
Game of Thrones or Lost? Then
I still love Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Even though Lost is still really
between those three. For finished, I got to go with East of West. For not finished, Saga. And I like Invincible. I really like Invincible. It's good. It's in my top 10.
Yeah, people on the book club are saying, like, when you get more into it, right, instead of just the beginning, that it gets better. Okay, we had
Australia.
Oh, Comic-Con today on a Warrior Thick shirt. NMC represent. Oh, thanks.
My man. Thank you.
We were joking around about how in Japan, last time we went, that somebody recognized him as being from Peru. Like they ran up and they were like, "Are you from Peru?"
Dude,
and
that
then
was
this
crazy.
time it's like, what if that happens again? And you were like, what if somebody recognizes me from near mint condition?
It's crazy because I've lived in the United States since 1987, and I've never had anybody come up to me and be like, "Are you from Peru?" I've heard all kinds of things, man. Never from my country. But I saw this fool running from the docks in Japan. We were at a little train station. And Melanie went to get some bento, right? Like a little bento box. This fool was running, and I'm like, what is this? Oh my gosh, this dude's coming up on me. So he runs up on me. He's like, "Hermano, are you Peruvian?" And my mind blew, and I'm like, "What? Yes." And he's like, "I could tell." I'm like, "From all the way over there." And he's like,
"That's true.
Yeah,
That's
man.
true.
I saw you walking, and I could tell you were Peruvian." And so we started talking, and apparently, like, Japan had a big Peruvian population in like the late 90s. They started coming over there because we had a lot of Japanese people in Peru as well. It looks like
I'll go
somebody's
to
here.
the door.
I'll take over.
First, read Buttery Flaky Christmas thank you note.
It's Fate's dad? Somebody's dad. Oh, Charlie's dad. Dad. Thank you, Omar, for the X-Men 92, the Saga Continues review. Just finished. I can't believe I never read it before. So good. I really enjoyed it, man. I thought it was great too. Thank you for the super chat, Matt. Hi, Omni. Have to get back getting to this Grayson physique, but wanted to stop by and say, hey, also, how many of the rest of Incal stuff do I need? Incal, before Incal, and is it Final Incal or after Incal? Final Incal. Those are the main three. And then you'll want to expand to the Techno Priest, Meta Barons before that. Kastaka, and now they're doing their own Incal universe. So you have like who was it? Mark Russell wrote the first one, and I just finished reading the second one. They're solid too. So it's like their own universe at Humanoids. Jeff Smith's Bone. I can't read that. Or Walt Kelly's Pogo. I gotta go with Smith's Bone. And I like Kelly's Pogo. I like it okay. I have a hard time sometimes reading it. Are you guys keeping up with the individual issues of Zdarsky Daredevil end run right now? The build up to the end is so operatic. It's amazing. No, I wait for the trades. Marvel really did an excellent job back in the day releasing a majority of the Ultimate Universe in oversized hardcovers. That they did. I think it was like the last few issues of Ultimate X-Men that weren't collected in a big hardcover. Because that was all part of that ultimatum, too. You could almost argue that anything Ultimate Universe related we get an oversized hardcover. I think there are a lot of Japanese in Peru. That is an understatement. We have a lot. Having a hard time finding the Winsor Smith cover of Uncanny 5. I've tried the usual places. Any help, chat? Cheap Graphic Novels has them. I know that much because I talked to Max because they lost my face. They lost my copy, man. They lost my copy a couple months ago, so I had to get it from Penguin Random House. Are you softcover Omar from Near Make? Oh my gosh, if I hear that, I'll kill Bar. The only brown face is Japan. No, there were a lot of Latinos over there when we went. For the record, haven't started Incal yet, but I also have before Incal and just got Weapons of Meta Barons. Weapons of Meta Barons has some of the best artwork. Actually, that Meta Barons says Jimenez is one of my favorite artists. And I love Mobius, but I love Jimenez just a little bit more. And the artwork in Meta Barons is next level. Holy crap, how? Are these must-have OHCs in between Daredevil Omnis? Must-have oversized hardcovers. Are there must-haves over... No, because everything's in omnibus format as far as Daredevil, with the exception of Daredevil End of Days. That was never collected in an Bendis omnibus. Yeah. Any Star Wars news? Maybe an Epic collection, but not in omnibus format. What is your favorite Peruvian telenovela soap opera? I don't know. I haven't seen any. I don't know. I ordered that Invincible Universe compendium along with Pat Hulk. At least it's not Astounding Wolfman. No, that was rough. When do we start the reprint announcement? Well, I've got the list. I'm just waiting for the covers now, and I'm I'm working with David and Marvel to have that information on Monday. Start filming because I got a week and it's crunch time. It's crunch time, man. Cheap Graphic Novels is out of the direct market? Dang. Are you and Amanda still planning on reviewing Rise of the Beast? I'm interested in how you feel about that ending. I'm curious what would make you say that. She's sick, so I don't know. I'll have to ask her. Omar, can you give us the Choi cover? X23? Yeah, my wife held it up last time, but this is it. If they say, are you Omar from Very Fine Condition? I'm going to kill Jess too. End of Days is the only Daredevil OHC I can think of. That's the only one I can think of as well, because everything else has been released in omnibus format. If Marvel makes a Thor omnibus by Tom DeFalco, oh my gosh, I wish. How many would it be? Well, it depends on how they map it. 3. No, 4 if you got to include Thunderstrike, baby. Thunderstrike or go home. 4. Are you going to do a overview of Savage Sword 1 from Conan? Probably if they send it my way, yeah. I answered the when do we get the Omni reprint announcement. I did answer that a little bit earlier. What Marvel comic runs are most likely to never join the Epic line but get an omnibus? As of right now, ROM and Micronauts. Look what happened to Conan in Epic format. you don't want that to happen to ROM or Micronauts if you start buying the epics of ROM and Micronauts. I'm not saying it's not possible, but we've had, or Master Kung Fu for that matter. So I would say for right now, my answer is ROM and Micronauts. Maybe Planet of the Apes.
Ramen?
No. Any news on New Mutants
What
Volume
ramen?
4, collected edition of X Factor 41 through 59? Epic Collection, you mean? No. Outside of what we announced already.
Ooh, what kind of mint? Yeah, not cinnamon.
Ugh. Cool mint. Cool mint. I like cool mint. Smash that like button, please.
Yeah,
while you're here.
I agree. Cool mint.
You
cool
agree
mint.
that they should smash that like button?
Yeah, yes.
Right.
Have you clicked on this one?
No, you took over and I was going down.
If Peter Parker gets a title in the Ultimate line, it would be cool if they went in the opposite direction of the original Ultimate Universe and age him up to late 20s, early 30s and give him a kid.
Oh, there's Bailey. What's up, Bailey? Oh, you mean in the new post Ultimate Invasion? It would be interesting to see who gets it.
That's a cool idea.
And what's up with you, Bailey? Hope you've been doing well.
Let's see.
Venomint.
Oh, I like that one. What are the best shops to buy Omnis in Europe outside of Walt's comic shop? Oh, did you do the ad?
No, but you're here.
Well,
I really don't know outside of that and Reed's and Comics Bugle.
Okay, there you go.
Comics Bugle's another one, but they ship to Europe as well. Forbidden Planet, or is that a UK? All right,
yeah,
Melanie.
people in the chat can answer. And Carlos, thank you so much. We've got plenty of books for this giveaway.
Whenever that will be.
Like we literally don't have room for any more. So so thank you. If you're able just to hold on to it and wait for the next giveaway, that would be great.
So if you live in Europe and are interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, then you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop. They're based out of Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping rates of 12 euros for all EU countries. And all emails answered within 24 hours. They also have a superb selection of out-of-print books. Head on over to waltzcomicshop.com. Tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way by putting in the code Near Mint Condition all one word at the checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over 40 euros or more.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting, ting, ting. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't think that through. Now it's messed up for the stream. No, it's all good. There you go. Baby.
Curious about Devil's Reign. Who's curious? Fits into the Chip Zdarsky reading order. That would be in volume 2, I would assume, if they're adding it in there.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, calm down.
What sells better, Epic or Omnis? Your hair looks better now.
I think Omnis. Oh, thank you, Rahul.
That was my plan.
I think
Omnis?
I think Omnis, yeah.
There you go.
Just based on what, no publisher is ever going to tell you how much they sell of what book. I don't care where. This is what astounds me every time somebody comes on the channel and starts quoting other channels that talks about sales and the drop of sales. Like, no publisher releases those numbers out there. There are numbers that the distribution center releases. Yes, that is true. But no publisher wants their competition or customers to know how much they're selling. So remember that next time you're out there cruising the internet and you see some fool talking about sales dropping and things like that. You're looking at distribution numbers, not publishing numbers. Nobody is privy to that except for the board. And we ain't part of no board, so I'm unaware. What exactly is special about ROM and Micronauts being released in Omnibus? A lot of previous licensing issues.
It's a good question, Rob.
It's never been collected. ROM and Micronauts never had a TV show like Transformers and G.I. Joe, so the companies that had ROM and Micronauts reached out to Marvel to create a product so they could have a story to go along with their toys. ROM is a really oddball because like 95% of the story for ROM was created by Marvel Comics, and ROM itself is just a toy. So it's really interesting to see that being collected. It's never been collected anywhere. And then we have Micronauts, which is a very similar story, where some of the characters that join the Micronauts are Marvel creations, never had any toys of them. So it's really cool. Omar, I'm not the board. I don't make enough for boards like that, dude. I'm talking about people that make money. Like that's the only people that are privy to that kind of information. Hey, Lana, how are you? Hey, Melanie and Omar, I have a question. Is it possible for me to buy the 10th anniversary Flashpoint Omnibus digitally instead of physically? That depends on if DC is now putting their stuff out in digital format. I know in the past they've been doing a good job, but I don't think that team is still around. So, yeah. I don't think it's available in omnibus format, at least digitally.
Can you share our email address, please, while I open up this package from Jeff?
Sure. Our email address is nearmacon@gmail.com. What the heck is that? nearmacon@gmail.com. And we do have a P.O. box. It's Near Mint Condition P.O. Box 5204, Frankfort, Kentucky 40602. And that's for fan mail and things like that, or when people donate stuff. But what is this? Megatron collectible figure it's from Loot Crate. I was like, what the heck is this?
Is it the same? Are the two?
Believe so. Let's see. This is.
Do we each get one?
No, Lydia gets one. You're not a Megatron fan.
What?
All right, I gotta look at.
He's got a rubber ducky.
Does he really?
Adult collectible, not a toy. No, I'm saying I love this Megatron because he's crazy and has a rubber ducky.
Yes.
We got the Flash. Let's talk about the Flash.
Oh, I thought he came with a rubber ducky.
Look, Firefly.
Okay, that's awesome.
And Rick and Morty.
It is.
That would be cool.
He's got movable parts. Yeah. So this
Peacemaker.
That's Suicide Squad. Peacemaker, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that is cool.
Jeff?
Dude, Jeff, this is cool. Okay, I can't play with toys. Kelly just texted me saying that they're on their way to pick up Talia.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go make sure she's awake.
Okay.
Wait.
So thank you so much. That's also from Jeff, right?
Yeah. It said, open on the show at your discretion. No, it said you could or could not. Wow!
So this is the cover to issue number 51. It's the Fortress Maximus cover. Oh, sorry. Right here. And this is signed by it's to Omar.
Wow!
Dude, that is so freaking awesome. So it's a print of issue 51, the cover. Nice, dude. That's awesome. And Melanie was pulling out all the stuffs over here. I mentioned that I would be announcing. Thank you so much, Jeff. If you're still watching, that I would be announcing the 2 gallery editions, and I'm going to do that here in a second. Let me take some questions first. Sad no epics or trades for ROM and Micronauts. Want to get them for my nephew, and Omnis are too big. And I'm not saying it's out of the question. I'm just saying for right now, they're probably focusing on the Omnis first. Maybe, depending on how long this goes, they could get the Epic collections. An hour late, but I made it, and that's all good. Transformers are not just toys. They transform, dude. I come to you today with a very important question. Oh, yes. Where does Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil start? Is all but the most current stuff on Marvel Unlimited. I think most of the stuff is already on Marvel Unlimited, and it starts right after the Charles Soule run, but there is a miniseries by Jed MacKay that kind of ties both runs together. And when is ROM Omnibus Volume 2 announcement? I have no idea about that one either. Is this like a question like Roy's question about when the announcement of Ann Nocenti's Daredevil will be? Are Red Ronin and Shogun Warriors Hasbro properties too? I believe so. I think it's under that umbrella. Shang-Chi crossover with G.I. Joe may never get reprinted by Marvel. There's a lot of things that will probably, including the IDW stuff, will probably never be reprinted, which sucks because that is the best incarnation of Transformers.
I get some of Mad Cave stuff.
Oh, Mad Cave sent us some stuff too. Do any of you notice in the hotter months your refrigerator is in the low 40s for most of the day. What does one do about this? Even I need a super chat from Tycho Cleveland.
Oh, hey.
There's Jeff.
Omni
Two
Dog.
for you. So one's for you, baby.
Yay! Thank you.
Has anyone seen the Unsubbable Bar? Suddenly we realize we're currently barless at the moment. I haven't seen her. Yeah, where is she?
An announcement: Omni Dog and Omni Cat will have their 1 p.m. live stream on Kristen's channel.
And that is the Comic Slayer channel. By the way, thank you for answering my questions the other day about Power Girl and where to start. You are so welcome. And seriously, get that trade paperback, because the stories in there were released in trade paperback previously, but that thing went out of print and it goes for a lot of money. But now it's been reprinted in that big, thick trade. The collected edition dogs send these gifts? No. Omni Dog. Oh, I like that name. I like that. I like that. Write that down. Write that down. Bar's busy finishing iZombie. Does she read? I don't think she reads. She just yells a lot. Venom Lethal Protector Gallery Edition. Yes, baby.
Oh, dude, it's the fake cigarette candy.
They still make these?
Whoa.
Since past Gallery Edition. Ultimates 3 Gallery Edition. Why are you all doing that? Thoughts on the recent DC animated films? Prefer the new stories or story adaptations? Most of them have been pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen all of them. Most of them have been pretty good. And this is the link to the Omnicat and Omnidog review iZombie on Comic Slayer's channel.
Yes, that's what they're going to talk about. Thank you.
Come on, guys. Dude, I don't know. Turn your refrigerator down. What are you asking, Psycho Cleveland?
Let me show some stuff from Mad Cave Studios. We've got Under the Influence here with the smile hot dog.
Dude, they're so nice. They send like all these little posters and I end up giving these.
Look at this swag. It's like a whole
That's a patch.
Department of Cyber Cults, Mad Cave Studios. Let me find that.
When are you and Curtis doing the Epic Marvel collected editions, the reprints? I have to get that information from Marvel first, and then I'll get with Curtis about doing an episode. Hopefully this week. I'm hoping on Thursday. There's a lot of videos I got to get out before we leave, or I got to film at least. So I'm hoping Thursday or Friday. Make sure you're subscribed, or you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Taylor does a really good job with the updates of our videos. Bar is often late since she reads her clock right to left. No, shut up. No, she doesn't. Hey, man, just have a few questions. Do you know why Savage Dragon 2 was pushed back to September?
Thank you, Bailey.
And thank you for the super chat, brother. Also, any chance Punisher Omnibus reprints? Thank you for everything. Bailey, and Punisher Omnibus reprints. Look, right now there's this whole conspiracy that Marvel and Disney are trying to get rid of the Punisher because of the way Jason Aaron's series ended. They changed the symbol. It's goodbye Punisher. They're not going to reprint anything. No more epics. No more omnis. And I'm just here to say that's not true. So stay tuned. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Can we please answer Alex's question regarding Ninja Turtles? Yes. What is it? Alex, where is it?
Where is it?
Alex, Omar, I have a question. In your IDW Ninja Turtles 15 overview, you said it's oversized. Is it the same size as a Marvel Omnibus? Oh, gosh. I think off the top of my head, yes. Because it's the same size as the Compendium of Ninja Turtles 1, which is the same size as an Omnibus. So, yes, it is.
Take a bite.
No, sweetie, I never liked those. I like that Supergirl and Legion of Superheroes DCAU one from earlier in the year. Even if they changed some characters, I haven't seen that one. I need to get on there.
It has the faintest mint taste.
Omar, I got super excited when you announced Bagley Michelini Omnibus. What surprised me is you said Volume 1. So does that mean Volume 2 will collect Maximum Carnage? I don't know what Volume 2 will collect. I assume it will, but I don't know. Yeah, Mad Cave is great. I love their PR. They're wonderful people, and I always stick a couple of comics and posters in there.
That's what Joe said.
Oh, yes, Joe. Thank you. And Joe's good people. If you've not read his Beckstar, solid book, by the way. And Jeff is saying there's another print in that flat box. Don't throw it out by accident. Will do, Jeff. All right, now for really quick, let's look at these upcoming books, gallery editions. Number one, a few months ago, probably a year ago, I said there was going to be a gallery edition of Craven, but that has now been pushed back. And it's been pushed back because, well, remember what I said about like books with creators' names on them and stuff? That usually meaning the creator and the estate gets a little bit more money. So I think that's the case here. So let me just make sure I've got the right covers. Where did it go?
Where are the
I need to focus.
covers?
All right, let's do this.
Cricket.
Honey, can you take over the chat for a second, please?
Okay.
Because I just want to make sure I've got the right covers because they sent 3 my way.
I gotta get down there. We go.
In July. Okay. Shoot.
Well, I can't. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. X Babies Gallery Edition.
No, it's not X Babies Gallery.
Trouble in Marville Gallery Editions.
Also not that. Oh my gosh, nobody wants that.
Rick Ray's got the refrigerator knowledge. What are your favorite TMNT incarnations, including comics, movies, TV shows, etc.?
The IDW one. That is my favorite. That is my
Someday
favorite.
I want to read it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So really quick, here we go. The first one, I'm sure a lot of you knew about this one, but now it's official. Coming in March of 2024 is the Jeff Loeb and Tim Sell Hulk Gallery Edition, collecting Hulk Grade 1 through 6. So happy that that is being made and now official. This is your standard edition cover, and here's your direct market cover.
Oh, that's cool.
We lost Tim Sell a couple of years back. Oh, no, last year. My gosh, it seems like forever. Last year. So again, this helps with the estate. And then coming in July of 2024 is the Captain America White Gallery Edition, collecting Captain America White 0 through 5. And right there is your standard edition cover. And then this is your direct market cover. Of course, drawn by the legendary, gone too soon, Tim Sell. So Hulk Gray coming out and Captain America White. And that will be the last of the gallery editions with Tim Sell's art, unless they decide to do, or Tim Sell, Jeff Loeb, unless they decide to do Gambit and Wolverine and redub it gold or something like that, which would be really cool because that was their first time working together on a Marvel project. So there you go.
Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm. Charleston Chew Gallery Edition.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Wild Hair, but congratulations on day 105. Oh man,
look at you triggering people, Melanie.
I'm not smoking. That's awesome. That's a third of a year.
The Refrigerator Gallery Edition for Cycle Cleveland. Yes. I think the wiring
Sergeant Savage got some good advice too.
Dude, Cycle Cleveland ain't miss a beat. Like, this is the way he always talks. He carries his own conversation. I think the wiring is messed up, but they claim that it's not.
Oh, sorry.
I have the Omni, but man, I'm tempted to buy the gallery. By the way, if you're not familiar with gallery editions, let me just show you.
Do you know how many have been released in total, as you're showing?
Of gallery editions or of Tim Sell's? We've got all of them announced now. All four.
How
of
many
the
gallery editions?
Oh gosh, I've got them all with the exception of the X-Men by Neil Adams and the Daredevil that I gave away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 so far. No, 15, I guess, because I'm missing 2. Yeah. So this is a gallery edition. It's bigger than an Omnibus edition.
How much is the Spider-Man one?
The Spider-Man one is $50. And this is the standard edition cover. The direct market cover is beautiful, but they lost mine. So they sent me this, and that's okay though, because I'm just making videos on them. This comes out on July 5th.
So is that all for the Loeb and Sale color series?
Yes. Keep in mind the direct market. This is so cool. The direct market cover, the spine's going to be blue.
So the spine, not the cover? or
the cover's blue, and so is the
Okay,
spine.
okay.
Hold on. The standard edition, for some reason, is yellow with blue wording on Spider-Man. So maybe that's how the others will be. I don't have the mock-up for those yet. I could ask because I know who's working on them. So let me ask if they're done, so people can decide which one to get direct market if it's available where you live.
Shoot, I lost.
And we'll share them on social media officially this weekend.
Did you not know about Savage Dragon?
Savage Dragon was pushed back because Eric Larson had trouble getting some of those files, and I think they still don't know if Wildcats is going to be collected in there, is what I remember hearing about. That's the only thing I know. Oh, okay. Dude, is that Bob McLeod signed this? This is G.I. Joe, by the way. This is drawn by my buddy Jeff sent me this. Oh my gosh, to Omar, Bob McLeod. So this is drawn by the legendary and rest in peace Herb Trimpe, who also did the first art on Wolverine in Hulk 180 and 181. He did this piece of G.I. Joe, and it is inked by Bob McLeod. It's got Bob McLeod's signature. And to Omar, dude, this is so cool, Jeff. I was not going to let Melanie throw that away. That's awesome. Thank you so much, brother.
And you're welcome, Bailey. I thought I had uploaded, but I didn't, the pictures of Chris's Alpha Omnibus.
We need to do that next time.
Because you hadn't created the stream yet when I went to upload them yesterday. I was so proud of myself for remembering too.
Well, you can use the April stream to just jump in there.
Oh, that's right.
Do you think the Spider-Man...
Michael, thank you for the super chat.
I'm sorry. Yes, thank you for the super chat. Do you think the Spider-Man epic completes... epics will complete the Clone Saga, including Ben Reilly arc? Yes. Mm-hmm. Those will be reprinted as Spider-Man epic collections. And we're still debating on where Spider-Man, modern Spider-Man starts, but we're thinking JMS. Right? Yes. We're thinking JMS. I keep forgetting what I've announced, what I know about, and all these color runs not part of the epic collection. I don't know. I can't imagine them being part of the... Well, I mean, they did add Weapon X, and they did add miniseries before. That's tough. We haven't gotten there yet, right? We haven't gotten to this era of Spider-Man when they did this. Only time will tell, really.
Is Viz reprinting Slam Dunk? I'm at my comic shop and I see Volume 1, January 2023 printing. That's awesome.
They're reprinting it. I was hoping they would do a 3-in-1, a big like vagabond.
Okay, so these are gross, but I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
I hated those things. I don't know how you.
They don't taste as minty now.
Never like those things.
Let's see. Purple Rain.
Thank you so much. How have you been, dude?
Super chat. Happy Saturday, Melanie Omar. Finished Tokyo Ghost of Blade the Immortal Deluxe Volume 7 through 8 on the way. I want to wish you both an amazing time in Japan. Thanks for being a bright spot on sad days. Well, thank you. Thank you for the thank you.
Thanks, man. That means a lot. Seriously.
I guess that's what you're.
It's my pleasure. For. I look forward to doing this every Saturday. It's amazing.
Hey, Matthew.
Happy Saturdays, Minties, and happy Saturday to you, my brother. Yes, thank you, Josh. They're called the Viz Big Edition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was hoping they would do that because I love his artwork.
Are you going to do a video for Go Power Rangers Volume 2 before your vacation or after?
Lionheart, I'm going to need you to write a list of what videos you need me to do before I go on vacation. And then after I'm done with those videos, I can go officially on vacation. And I'll write you a note. I'm done, Lionheart. I'm out. Happy Saturday, beautiful. Where have you been, man? You've been reading iZombie? Everybody knows you're reading a Wikipedia entry of iZombie, Bar. Nobody believes you read iZombie Omnibus. Come on, Bar. Still waiting on the Case Close manga reprints. Some of them go for really high prices. We need 3-in-1s of those. I'm hoping for Red River. I'm hoping for Bizarra. There's so many licenses that they have no idea that they have, I'm sure. Because, you know, what happens is Viz falls under the new regime every couple of years. We have a new PR person. I've gone ever since talking to them since 2003. I think I've gone through, not that I talked to them the whole time, but just in the times that I talked to them from 2003 and now, there have been like 5 PR people. You know who I really liked and everybody hated? I don't know where she is now, but I love talking to this lady because she was a bad A. Like, she didn't put up with squat. and I liked her attitude. Like, you know, because she would come off as rude, but I don't know. Just we really clicked well. And that was Evelyn. I really liked Evelyn, and because she got stuff done. She got stuff done. And
Who?
she was my PR contact at Viz.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Please ban Josh from life forever.
Oh
my
God.
2099 Omnibus came with crease pages and ink smears. It's really bugging me. I'm considering getting a new one. Do you know if this is an issue with the print run or if I'm just unlucky?
Morgan, thank you for the super chat. Yeah.
I can't say it's an issue with the print run because my copy was okay. My buddy Ben's copy was okay. He came over yesterday and we were checking it out.
Maybe anyone in the chat, have you had issues with your 2099?
I haven't heard anybody else. Most of the time I wait for people to comment, and if it's more than like 4 people, then I ask around and see, but I haven't heard anybody say that. I've had issues like this before from the iMac printer with ink smears, but not on that book. Crease pages, I think my Captain America Rick Remender omnibus had crease pages. I remember one time there was an omnibus. What was it? It had a rip on it, and it was sealed, so it had to have happened at the printer.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be a case a lot of the times with iMac printers. Not that Donley or Leo paper didn't have issues, but because iMac prints so much, it seems to be more of an issue with them nowadays. I am 52-year-old guy, and I'm asking about older stuff all the time. Is Marvel's new universe going to be republished ever again? They did do some trades, remember? And 52 is not old. It's young. 52 years, young. I think eventually we'll get there. We'll get to the new universe stuff one day. I'm sure. I can't imagine why they wouldn't. What's up?
Thank you for the super chat.
When will the X-Men Messiah trilogy be in oversized hardcover? Well, it's already been available in oversized hardcover. So what you're asking is when will we get it in omnibus format? Omnibus format, I don't know. We got X23, so I hope that opens the door for more Kyle and Yost in oversized format. And maybe I'll remind them, hey, they also did this in case you need ideas for, future books and you're not drowning in ideas.
Kyle, he did the trailer for
Usagi Baby. I'm excited. DLC. Yeah, we haven't played it in a minute. Omar, the crossover
for TMNT and Street Fighter came out last week.
The single issue,
I didn't
right?
know that.
The single issue. By the way, Street Fighter and TMNT, that's what's up.
Does the last Annihilation trade need to be read along with the Ewing?
Yes.
Guardians of the Galaxy run? Okay.
Recently got the thick trade and wondering if those issues stand on their own or need the rest. It helps tie up the last story arc, and it's not collected in the complete collection or in that big thick trade. So when I did an overview of it, I said, I strongly suggested getting that too, because it really expands on the story. Oh, somebody's at the door.
Okay.
And it's Skylar's sister. Nope, the other little girl, Tylia. Hey Omar, did you ever do new manga tour? That is coming in. Well, I have to film it in July. It's when I have to work around my buddy's schedule. He's filming it because he offered to film it for me. Marvel should bring back Pirate of Darkwater comic, reprint them, and give us a proper ending. How about we bring back Pirates of Darkwater show and give us an official ending? That would be nice. I love that show. I hope one day we would get that. But then, like I said, I hope it opens the doors with this X23 omnibus that we got. This is a good question. When an omnibus comes with ink spots, crease pages, or whatever, do retailers accept it back? I think it depends on the retailer. If it's Amazon, probably. But so there's a few things, like it has to be a known issue. I don't know. I can't answer for retailers because it seems like it's a production error. And if it's a production error, there's nothing it's not their fault, right? It came sealed. So I don't know. I can't speak for them. I would think it's case by case and based on the company. So I can't answer that across the board. Omar, so NYX will not be part of the X23s. Could it be added to volume 2? No. Maybe they'll do something with the NYX one day, but it will not. They want to separate that. I mean, even fans wanted that separated back in the day. because it was not the character that the creators had in mind. They were kind of upset, and which is why we got the first X-23 miniseries. For just a little bit of history, X-23 was created in the X-Men Evolution cartoon by Colin Yost. When she was brought over to comics, she was created in the pages of NYX, which was a miniseries by Joe Quesada. Beautiful artwork by Joshua Middleton for the first 4 issues. And she was an underage lady of the evening, and the creators found out, and fans were upset, fans of the X-Men Evolution cartoon. And the creators found out, and they were upset. So when they came over to be writers, Marvel let them retell her origin through the pages of X-23, the first miniseries that's collected in the Omnibus. So that's just a little bit of history about that. Eventually they'll probably, they'll probably reprint this in a complete collection or something, because there were a couple of NYX series. Remember Now Comics, Real Ghostbusters, Terminator, Married with Children, Slimer, Ninja High School. Ninja High School still coming out. He's still cranking those out. Omar, will we see a Batman TMNT overview? Oh, absolutely. I'm glad that book is back. Hey, guys, now that it has been announced officially, not officially, it's leaked as of right now. Do you know if they'll be? No, they will not. They cannot print Marvel's runs. Like, remember when I said that the licensing is not across the board? Yeah. And the biggest fallen soldier out of all that is the IDW era of Transformers. That, oh my gosh. That has to be a miracle for any of that, because that's not just Hasbro and whoever the new license holder is. It also has to deal with IDW, because you got characters in there like Windblade that make it a nightmare. No one disrespects Laura Kinney. I think Joe Quesada kind of did. When I got Spider-Man by Nick Spencer Omnibus from IST, it was bad damage in the back of the book, almost ripped from the binding. They had me send it back and shipped a replacement. So I think it depends on the company and case by case on the books. And Ninja High School is crowdfunded, still coming out. That's so awesome. I love hearing that. Nat Comics Green Hornet was the first series I bought in back issues, and it's still great. The schedule is all over the place, man. I think tomorrow is my crossover with For the Love of Comics, and then some Dark Horse trade paperbacks in the afternoon. Monday is the Loki Omnibus, and then there's also going to be I'm doing an interview let me double check my interview. It's the folks that are doing La Boriqueña Volume 1 Omnibus from Zoop. I believe that is at 6 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. My schedule's it's a mess right now, and I still have to get ready. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's on Monday. Tuesday is the big announcement, or not big announcement, my favorite announcement. And that's at 7 a.m. And then 12 is the trades, which is only 3 trades. I was thinking about skipping it, but I really wanted to talk about X-Force. And then Old Reader, New Reader. So maybe I do have a schedule of sorts. Wednesday is my top 12 favorite Absolute editions. I love making those lists. And I had time to film that last week. So that's what I have so far. Hey, Omar, do you think they can add McKay's rank of Daredevil to... I can ask. Again, come back on Sunday, July 9th with all these requests, because that's where I'm going to keep a list of things and ask Marvel. Or write it in the comments if you can't watch it live. I'm going to see if my buddy Peter M. can join me. And I'm just going to ask, I already know the answer, but do you all want the Marvel solicitations for October in June or July when I come back, like the first week of July? Or would you rather have them in June? Just let me know. I think I already know the answer. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm asking. But just let me know. No, Thursday will not be Marvel previews. No, I think I have to do it. I have to move that around to maybe like the following Monday. Yep. Forget the solicitations. What we want is me to have a Discord link. I gave you one, didn't I? Didn't I give you one already? It's part of our Patreon. Do the solicits when they are more convenient for you? Okay, thank you for that. June 10th. Today's June 10th. When you come back. Wait, did he say August? No one says August. Quit reading. Or October. I said October. July, slow down and take care of yourself. Oh, thank you. Where's the Generation X of Spider-Girl omnibus at? Well, in America, I'm going to teach you something my drama teacher taught me. We don't end sentences with the prepositional phrase at. Preposition. Where's my wife? So you always add a word after at. You can add dude, my man, or some kind of vulgar language. And then I'll answer your question. I quit the Patreon. I couldn't even find the link when I was on it. Dang it, John. You're the worst. Japan has 2 manga, only public libraries. Think America will ever get a graphic novel and manga? Oh my gosh. Let's open one up. Let's crowdfund that. That sounds brilliant. Of course, I don't trust people with my books. Take your time with solicitations. October won't come earlier when you hurry. Thank you all.
Some of my cigarettes.
Nobody wants that nasty stuff. There we go. Where's the Spidey Super Stories omnibus? I said we don't end in America. We don't end sentences with the prepositional phrase at. So I said to ask me again and add something you want.
Dang, baby, that's I'm impressed.
You like that, don't you? You like that? That's what my drama teacher taught me.
Drama
when I was in college, university. When I was in university.
At university.
So she had a funny story to tell with that, though.
What Carlos is saying.
That's Crosby
6 out of 10
is a Spider-Verse is a 6 out of 10 detective. That's a good question. That's a good comment. Dude, thank you so much
for the super chat.
This man's gonna get me in trouble with this question, I'm sure, but let's go have at it. Let's say specific comment runs are still ongoing. Which ones would you save and cancel? What?
Oh,
can I choose them all or just one? Which one? Okay, which one? Batman by Frank Miller, Daredevil by Frank Miller, Spider-Man by Stan Lee, JSA by Jeff Johns. Oh my gosh. Thor by Walter Simonson, or Swamp Thing.
I bet you, dog, did you mean just pick one?
No, he's asking which ones do I save and cancel?
But wouldn't you save all of them? I don't know.
Oh, between the two. Okay, go back up. Between two, Batman.
Or Daredevil, Spider-Man, or JSA. Thank you. We got you.
Oh, that last one. No. Okay, first one, that's easy. Batman, Daredevil by Frank Miller. I would have loved to have seen him do more after 191. Yeah, that one's easy. Second one, sorry, folks. I got to go with JSA by Jeff Johns. That last one, though, man, I hope it was worth it to see me in pain like this. That's hard. Oh, dang it. Because while there's a good ending, there could be more. And honestly, Ragnarok is a little bit of a follow-up to Thor. I don't care what Walt says. Oh, man. All right. Oh, Alan Moore Swamp Thing. Thor. No, I got Ragnarok with Thor.
Mr. Johnny.
Yeah. Dang it. All right, that was hard, man. That was a hard question. Simonson Thor. It's a good one. That was a really good question. Incredible Hulk by Peter David, Volume 4 versus Batman and Robin Omnibus. Go help Peter out and buy the Batman and Robin Omnibus, but go help him out with his crowdfund or his GoFundMe. His wife has.
That is pinned at the top of the chat.
Yeah, it's pinned at the top of the chat.
Max, thank you.
Max,
look how sweet.
How much did Jess Bragg pay you so you come and scream about his live stream on my live stream?
You are yelling. Everyone go to the Comics Lair channel after this to watch her and Master Roshi talk about some zombie book. IDK.
Master Roshi's my joke about Jess.
Omnidog and Omnicat. Oh, okay.
and
they're gonna talk about iZombie.
All I know is right now, Psycho Cleveland is like, who is this Max Appleman person? Why is he yelling when I'm supposed to be yelling about Jess's chat?
Oh, look.
Team
Psycho Cleveland, he beat
not
you.
Enough, Omar. Not enough. Psycho Cleveland, where you at, buddy?
What is your top 3 dream list for writers and artists to do characters they haven't done before?
Alan Moore and Travis Sherry on Squirrel Girl. That's a lie. Why would I? No,
I was like,
I did a video about 3 years ago with Sal from Comics Pop. I love that dude. I need to do more videos with him. We've actually talked about it, doing more, but it's just time. And he's a busy guy too. But I said I want a Squirrel Girl story by Alan Moore that makes me question my own existence.
Yes.
Because there's only
Like
one wizard that could do it, and it would be Alan Moore.
You made Fat Yeti Reed's laughing.
Because I've never, I respect the Steve Ditko, and the Omnibus was okay. I've never really clicked with that character. So, all right, and truth be told, okay, Jeff Johns. Let's do Jeff Johns, Gary Frank on X-Men. Oh, he's so awesome. And this is just off the top of my head right now, right? Really, really wanted to see that. I want to see Jeff Johns and Gary Frank on X-Men. Marvel had a chance to get him, but they lost him. All right, another dream team. Let's see who has never worked on a book like this. Ed. Oh, man, this is tough because I got so many. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird with what's his name? Sean Murphy on Daredevil.
Oh,
since they drew so much inspiration from the character to make Ninja Turtles, it would be really cool to see that. And oh man, this is tough. This is tough because I have so many dream teams that I want to see on books. I would say Donny Cates, because it was a lot of fun reading Venom and him bringing a lot of mythos to it. On somebody like Aquaman.
I'm gonna come back, Jeff. With
Nicola Scott on artwork, because I really love her artwork. Peter David and Todd McFarlane on Alf.
Jeff Johns on X-Men would be sick.
Oh, dude, I know, man.
Zdarsky. Yes, that would be fun, James.
No.
JMS and Gary Frank on Cap.
Well, you're getting JMS on Cap. He's coming back.
There you go. During your Batman talk just now, you somehow triggered my Alexa to notify me that a new book by Chip Zdarsky had been released.
Man, I'm that good. I notified you. That's awesome.
Bar, thank you for
the super sticker.
And
did she have a question?
Yes. Hardcover Melanie. My mom took a break from baking, so I'm using my bad imagination, so bear with me. My spicy seasoned chicken wing. What are you reading right now? That sounds good.
Spicy seasoned chicken? What? Are you calling my wife a chicken wing?
That's fine. It sounds good.
Bar, you and your poetry. Your game is weak today.
So yeah, you missed it. I'm on a binge read of Fables. Oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness, I'm reading like a volume a day. That's what I'm reading, and I want to go back to Deadpool and Cable Omni and the Loki Omni. I'm really into Fables right now. I gotta go back to Loki. So that's what I'm reading. Did you read iZombie? What are you reading? And then we've got a super sticker here. Here, I'll show.
Okay.
Let's see. Who do you get? Who have I not used yet? Alf doing his ting. Thank you.
What the heck?
Okay. It's weird how something's weird. Come on.
Logan. That's from
There we go. It's weird how Lard and Eastman have never been invited to work on Daredevil, even if it were a non-canon miniseries.
I don't think it's a question of if they were invited, or how about this? I don't think they have to. You know how much money them dudes made off of the toys alone? They really don't have to work. I think it's a matter of if somebody can afford them and if they want to. I think that's how they would get them to come on. But I would love that. I would love to see Eastman and Laird on something like Daredevil. Absolutely.
Star Wars reading order, please.
Yes, when more books come out, I'll put that up on a poll. First, I finish Transformers, and then we'll see what's next. Probably, I'll put up Avengers against Wonder Woman or something.
Because on the Patreon,
he's already asked this, and I answered the question. I told him to come back on July 9th for a live video because I need to have one. I can't keep up with like all these requests, so one place would make it good.
And which level of Patreon is where you get to vote on the reading orders?
$5. The $5
tier.
Yeah. But that gives you early access to videos too, and Discord. Like John was there, but he left because he can't find the link.
Oh. Matt got my Spider-Gwen Omnibus this week, and boy, am I glad I did. Prices are sky high on places like eBay now. How's the Ghost Spider Volume 2 stuff? This is my first time reading her.
It's a bunch of miniseries tied in together by one like little event. Not as good as the first one. The first one was more consistent because you had the same team working on the character.
Omnibus Prime. Hello from London Oval Cricket Stadium, watching the World Test Finals, but want to say hi. Wow.
Well, hello to you at the Oval Cricket Stadium.
Yeah.
Is this a cricket final, I assume?
Cricket. Okay. Here. Maybe this was going along with the super sticker. Hey, Omar and Melanie, Uncanny X-Men 125 through 143 plus Phoenix what? 420 plus Rages Phoenix runs. And from the Ashes as a gallery editions, what do you think? Have a nice vacation.
Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. I don't think they've made a gallery edition that big, have they? They may do From the Ashes alone. But From the Ashes is a big story, too. Because you include Wolverine 1 through 4, just focus on Paul Smith's artwork. That's a tough question. Maybe From the Ashes is a gallery edition, and probably Dark Phoenix one day as a gallery edition.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tetsuhara on Conan. That's cool.
That would be cool. I like that. Here's a challenge. Trek reading order. Just wanted to see you pen. Why would you do that? I'll get my buddy Jeff to send me his CD of the collected editions of Star Trek comics. And all you need is Star Trek versus X-Men.
Oh, okay. It's cricket final. Australia versus India.
Well, good luck to whomever your team is.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Hey, Omar, being redundant again, do you have a device to read Blu-rays that are not from the U.S.?
I do. Mm-hmm. I do because I have some anime that's region 2. So, yeah. Omar, Smurfs or Snorks?
Smurfs.
Who's got Smurfette, bruh? Come on now. Who's got Smurfette? I want them little octopus dude from the Snorks. Snorks were underwater Smurfs, though.
Dang, Josh. That was rough what you said to a bar.
Are you guys
I made
fighting?
so live. Congratulations, Daniel.
Congratulations, Daniel. Purple, blue, peace to you, too. Omar, which is the best Ultimate story? Can you click on that?
Yep.
Hickman or Miller, Hitch, or others? Oh, between those two, Hickman. Yeah, Hickman. Miller's Ultimates is very, very pop culture outdated from 20 plus years ago. You're going to see references to Freddie Prinze Jr. when, Freddie Prinze Jr. was blowing up. So out of both of those, probably Hickman's. Al Ewing's Ultimates is solid. But keep in mind, it's after something big happens, so it's not really the same type of universe.
Speaking of Patreon, will there be an annual support option for NMC anytime soon?
We've talked about it, so yeah, we'll add that. Thank you for that, Final Shadow, and I hope you've been well. And a big thank you to you. I thank you to the mods. I thank you to all you wonderful folks that watch our Saturday streams, that keep watching these.
Because we couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, and
thank you.
And honestly, and I've talked about this before, how YouTube just doesn't want YouTubers to make live streams because that's not how you get revenue, and they actually punish you for it because they hide your live stream now, so you have to go into the live option. That's how bad they don't want it, because they don't get as much. They don't get as much ad revenue, if you will, which is just a pain in the butt. But so thank you all for being here and smashing that like button. And just being a part of this every Saturday. I'll miss you guys. Not gonna lie. For 2 weeks, I'll miss you all. Maybe not all of you. Why'd you have to click on Alex when I said that? I wasn't talking about Alex.
Well, no, He's saying, try to get the Tales from the Crypt Blu-ray
Dude.
collection.
Oh, you. Whoa, whoa,
Aw.
whoa, 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 whoa. Tales from the Crypt was released on Blu-ray? We don't get that here in America, man.
Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm. Hi from Italy.
Hi, Italy.
Hi from America. If Chuck Dixon came back to DC and got to be on 2 titles, one of them Nightwing, what other book would you put him back on? Oh, Robin, Tim Drake, old school Tim Drake Robin, not New 52 Robin. They changed Robin. They changed Tim Drake Robin up so much since the New 52. It's not. I mean, it's not the same character. I mean, I'm talking about his origin. I'm talking about whether he was even a Robin to begin with. They messed that character up so much over there. So I would like an old school Robin. Yeah, with Tim Drake. They could call him Red Robin. I don't care. We'll miss you guys as well. Oh, thank you, man.
Daniel's asks is there going to be any content about Japan, maybe not during, but put together afterward. If you really want to relax in Japan, it's understandable.
I'll probably make something. I'll make something. I'm sure. Here's how I got kicked out of this comic book store for filming illegally. That's my thumbnail. No, my thumbnail is gonna be me like this in disgrace. Like, what do YouTubers do? They hold their head like this in shame. I can't believe I got kicked out of Japan. There we go. No, that's my thumbnail.
No.
I can't believe I got my wife arrested for sneaking manga into her purse. Clickbait, baby. Clickbait.
Need some more product placement in these live streams. Maybe spill some coffee and use Bounty to quicker picker up or to clean it up.
That's not a bad idea. Write that down.
Quicker picker upper.
And don't forget Bounty is the quicker picker upper.
I know all the jingles.
Between Rose of Versailles and Strangers in Paradise, which would you recommend to a new reader, boy and girl? Strangers in Paradise. You know, I've heard some people can't get into it though. I love it. It's my favorite Terry Moore book. I got into it in the 90s, and is it outdated? Is what I keep hearing. I don't know. I mean, I think of Preacher also being outdated because of the pop culture references. And I just said the same thing about Mark Miller's Ultimates. But
Disney Channel said that was like the focus of a whole arc was Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah. I stick with my statement that, yeah, Strangers in Paradise. Tim Drake, best Robin. I said what I said. I'm with you. Also what? What? Tim Drake. Better detective than Batman. What's up now?
Which Berserk deluxe volume you say that we really get Berserk?
3 and 4. That's Berserk. I can't do math. 4 and 5.
Of the
4 and 5 of the deluxe editions. Dude, I can't wait to see the Expendables. I'm gonna drag my wife if it comes out when we're in Japan. I'm gonna drive my wife to go and see it. 50 cents is in it. 50 cents is in it.
No, we are not watching that in Japan. Hey, Mega Shrimpster.
Dude, how have you been? I was just thinking about you the other day.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Not while I was in the bathtub or anything.
Is the Spider-Man Blue Gallery DM covering color or black and white? I see both versions online. Black and white?
The colors what I have. How about this? I will ask for the design, front and back, okay? And I'll post it on our social media. Kentucky local cancel Japan spouting The Crossing is a good omnibus. I never read it. Just go with the boss. Always the hater. But much love to you, brother. Thank you. Omar, can you block Josh? He's being homophobic.
No, he's not.
Bar, you can't just throw that word around. People are gonna believe you, and then poor Josh is gonna get canceled.
Doc Holiday, thank you for another super chat.
All right, my brother. What you
Part
got?
2.
Part
Which
2.
ones would you keep? Okay. Spectre John Ostrander?
Ostrander.
Or Captain America by Mark Grunwald.
Mm-hmm. Flash by Jeff Johns or Batman by Grant Morrison. Hulk by Peter David or oh my gosh! Dude. Okay. The first one, Ostrander actually had a good wrap up, so I'm gonna go with Cap by Mark Grunwald. Rest in peace. I love Cap by Mark Grunwald, and I'm sure most people are like, "Are you insane?" By the time he was leaving the book, he was done, and yes, he was. But I always like creators going back and visiting. You know, Claremont, Roger Stern on Avengers. Like, I love creators to go back and revisit these characters. These are tough, so I'm gonna go with Captain America and Mark Grunwald. Flash by Jeff Johns, 100%. Oh my gosh, I would love him back. And no offense to Grant Morrison, I love Grant Morrison's Batman, but I feel like Flash by Jeff Johns just makes more sense. This one you can go right to heck for making me choose between Hulk by Peter David or Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Because Neil Gaiman has an ending. That was the ending, right? That's it. That's it. But then we got Overture, so we can get more magic like that.
Nah, Sandman, it's good. It's done.
No, it's not.
Like Cowboy Bebop, I think it's done. You don't.
You watched the
need to add to
Netflix
it.
of Cowboy Bebop.
I watched a few episodes,
It
and
was
that was it.
awful. I'm gonna
That's my opinion.
Man.
So you could
Well, no, you know what? Sandman by Neil Gaiman, because we actually have Hulk the End by Peter David. And there you go. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. How are you, man? How you doing, Honda DeLorean?
I love that line. Did you see
The website.
where you can
See the 3-minute preview
of Secret Invasion Episode 1?
No, I did not see the website.
Oh.
Can you go to Roy? Because this is important. Previous World and PRH show the blue cover for Spider-Man Blue. And even then, sometimes they get the wrong cover. So I will double check. Just keep an eye on our social media, and I'll see what is available, and I'll put it out there. Or I'm sorry, I'll get Taylor to put it out there. Asking for the first time, will there be a Toxic Avenger or Toxic Crusaders omnibus? Now, there's something I've never been asked. Is it even possible for Marvel? It's not possible since they're licensed products. They would have to work with the company, which is, I guess, Troma, right? But the Toxic Crusaders was based on the cartoon. So who owns the cartoon rights? I assume Troma, correct?
That's a good way to put it, make sure.
75 issues of Sandman is pure magic, and Sandman stuff he done later I view as bonus material. Being hit and miss, honestly. I love Overture, but that's mainly because I'm a J.H. Williams III fanboy. Do yourself a favor and watch the full anime.
The
Death Note? Of what?
No, I'm sorry. I was still on Sandman. The death stories. I
Okay.
really like.
Mhm.
Okay.
But then we got Yoshitaka Amano on Dream Hunters. Yeah. Hit and miss, sure. Okay. Melanie, Josh had a great idea yesterday for a drawing. He talked about
the Sailor Scouts. What do you think about it? Of course, that's so much fun.
I say, why waste your energy? An issue of Toxic Crusaders crossed over with the USA Cartoon Express. That's awesome. I used to love the Cartoon Express.
Cartoon Express.
Michael Emmon, how are you? Oh, he's been here the whole time. Asking for the first time. Can David Gabriel be bribed? If you promise him that there's going to be a All-Star Squadron omnibus, you can get him to do anything. Gotta run, guys. I got barbecue waiting. You go and enjoy your barbecue. What are some things you're looking forward to seeing in Japan, baby? What are you looking forward to?
Temples in nature. Are you going to revisit some places that you went to on your honeymoon to show your girls? We're going back to Kyoto. So I'm sure maybe we'll do something again.
Melanie will look at the street and be like, I remember when this was nothing but land.
Well, I was hesitating to say that because I was like, I got a bad memory. Man, I probably won't remember. But I do have a lot of memories from Japan. We tried to get tickets twice for the Studio Ghibli Museum, but we couldn't. It's like they go on sale the 10th of the month for the next month. So we tried.
And the dates we were going to be there.
And we tried just yesterday. It's, for July. And nope. I got in 8 seconds after 10. And there were 2,800 people ahead of me.
So, 6,000.
No, that was the time before. Let's see. But
don't forget, the famous Omni Dog will be live today at the Comic Slayer
We're going to Hiroshima as well. Universal Studios Japan, which somebody was talking about them having cool events and stuff. We're trying to get into Super Nintendo. Yeah, is it called Super Nintendo World? Or just Nintendo World? That's specifically what we want to do, but you can't buy tickets to it.
Yeah, our first time around, we went to Tokyo and Kyoto and Takayama and Lake, what was it? Lake Churo. I can't remember the name of the lake. Been watching videos on that. It looks fun. It was the one right beside Mount Fuji. Have a great weekend. Happy Japan trip, Omar. So we will be back next Saturday. It's just the countdown begins. Birthday shout out to my younger brother Paul. Kick it, Melanie.
Okay, and this would be a good place to stop.
What?
Because
I got 3 more. Oh gosh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, younger brother Paul. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Happy birthday, Paul. I hope you have many more. And
he's the same age as Omar.
What? ¿Cuántos años tienes tú, Jack Ferry? My choices are Big Brother, Israel versus Omnidog. That's a difficult choice. That is a difficult choice.
Mm-hmm. A voice like an angel.
Universal Japan has Mario, Jaws Ride, anime event with tons of anime rides, and
anime
One Piece live show. Yo, they got somebody dressed up like Boa Hancock for real?
She's right there. She's right there.
Oh my gosh.
That's all you need.
They got somebody dressed up like Boa, asking for a friend. They got somebody dressed up like Boa Hancock, like for real. Look at those shoes.
There you go.
All right, we'll take 3 more questions then and call it a day so you all go watch my buddy Omnidog. Hey, y'all, sorry I'm late, but anyways, as someone who got in the comics 2 years ago, Peter David had risen up the ranks as one of my favorite writers. I hope he gets better. Yes, keep an eye on the channel. When we come back, we'll probably do some kind of...
and the GoFundMe.
Yeah, and there is a GoFundMe, and it's pinned.
At the top. Pinned,
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, at the top of the chat.
Yeah. So I'll probably work with Nick on some kind of auction for Peter David. Where's the Poison Ivy overview, Omar? I don't know. Why are you yelling at me?
It's primarily the rib. I like Nico Robin. After her
she's
backstory,
right.
I was like,
yeah,
she's
got a good backstory.
I was like,
She's got a good backstory.
Alex is saying it's not available anymore as Brandy. Are you okay with that?
Of course I am, Alex. Why is Bar yelling at me? Is Psycho Cleveland
no,
here?
So we'll be here next week as well.
Melanie, review Poison Ivy for Bar. I ain't got time to review Poison Ivy for Bar. You review it. I'm handing down reviewings now. Omar and Melanie, favorite live action Japanese movies. Oh man, that's hard.
I need to look at a list.
That's Dreams. I gotta go with Dreams. That's cool.
Can you pick one for me?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the stereotypical.
No.
I've studied film in college,
Nope.
so I'm gonna go with Seven Samurai.
Wait.
Have you seen?
actually
Are
like
you
it.
familiar with the Kurosawa films? And I went with the
Did I watch
Kurosawa
it?
films. And I just love Dreams. But you know what? Nobody chooses Dreams as their favorite Kurosawa film. Nobody. Bet. We'll do 2 more questions. Is there a June AMA? If so, how can I be able to watch? There won't be unless we do an impromptu one from Japan, and that is at the $7.70 tier, and then the replays at the $5 tier if you want to join for that live.
On a monthly basis, we do have. Thank you for asking.
Thank you for asking.
On the Patreon tier, $7.77, the Ask Me Anything and book club, and that will be returning in July.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for
Bar is what makes my videos go viral. She reviews Poison Ivy. Michael Emmett, thank you for that. Melanie, hey,
I
see Koo.
I
see Koo.
Shin.
I see Koo. I'm really proud of that.
That's that backwards J, and then the one looks like a HN is N. Yeah. Oh, is that Koo? The like sideways V.
That's cool. Thanks for the great show, NMC.
So
Next Saturday, same time, will be tough because of the long wait after. But Maddie and Tina will be here for the 2 Saturdays in a row, and they'll keep you guys busy. Yes, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Smash that like button. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. They have books up to 50% off and sometimes big sales. Tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way for your free shipping credit on your next order after your first. Stay healthy and safe out there. Join me back again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm just chilling and chatting with For the Love of Comics.
Go check out the Comic Slayer right now. Stay minty.
Bye, everybody.
I can